I've got the good, the bad, and the ugly news. Where should I start? Well, this I told you is a positive year, so I'm going to always start on a positive note by hoping, first of all, that you're okay, but also informing you that Napoli, the president himself, has confirmed they have reignited their interest in one of the 5 players who confirmed they want to leave, Alejandro Garnacho. But that shouldn't be a big story. We heard about that before. Guess what? Why you need to celebrate this story is because of all players Man United has going out, Garnacho can bring us the most money. Proper, sheer, absolute profit. Any cash we get is profit, and it's the highest we can get from all them players we've got. And the president says they want him. Isn't that good news? Beat that. Beat that. At a time like this, when we clearly don't seem to have the cash to get moving, to get going. Now, the bad news is, first of all, many of you are not coming on time to learn how to earn online. We are teaching so many people. Many of you are still slow. Guys, don't you be slow on this thing called the internet. Understand it and start earning from it. Anyway, let me continue with the news, the real Man United news that I'm here to give you. I hope you've liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel, because if you haven't, you're doing us a disservice. Come on, you're slowing our growth. Why do you do this? Don't be like Man United. I know it's the club we love, but be faster than them. Now, what's the bad news? The bad news is that Manchester United is still in the same situation, when it comes to Bryan Mbeumo, like they were on the first day they announced the story that Man United was interested in him. You remember, on the first day I came here, when I was giving you that story, I told you Brentford have chosen the long game. From the moment they responded to Man United's first bid, I said they have chosen the long game. I did the math for you, and I told you these two teams must agree to settle for £65 million. Didn't I say it? Now today, Ben Jacobs, almighty Ben Jacobs, is telling us that Manchester United are still waiting for Brentford to do the right thing. They know Brentford are somehow, apparently imaginatively, still clung on to the 70 million which they asked for from the first place. But they do believe, that's Man United, that Brentford are playing games. He used the word games. The long games. They are just playing games. United are also saying they are not going to do what? To fall for the games. Good. Isn't that what I would love? It's what we would love. Now, he goes on to say that Man United, even if they are to bring in another bid for Bryan Mbeumo, it won't be significantly higher than the 62.5 million, which was rejected. So meaning, they are still thinking maybe raising it up to 65. Now, on the first day, the United bid was rejected. I came here and I did this math and I told you it's obvious. This is what Brentford want. This is what Manchester United should take. Now, for me, this is what pains me. For us to be weeks into this deal, months in fact, I think now, correct me if I'm losing my count, players have reported, we saw Cunha exciting the whole team with his runs, how we changed the whole atmosphere around Carrington. Mbeumo is an important player for this move. You can't tell me that you're acting like this, like you have the luxury of time to go playing ping pong with Brentford, when the competitors you have are having their signings, their new signings scoring goals in a World Cup semi-final. You don't have the luxury of the time, because as a person who has sat into a negotiation room now, this is away from football. Let's talk like we've gone to class and studied and we've led somewhere, worked in offices. We know we've been to boardrooms doing negotiations. Serious, I'm talking to the people who have any negotiation, anywhere, at any level. When you're going into a negotiation, like Man United went into a negotiation with Brentford over Mbeumo, you always have an idea. You know that I'm going into this negotiation, but if This is the starting figure. There is always a logical starting figure, which is known by both parties going into the negotiation. Yeah? But as a guy going into the negotiation, you know, first of all, I keep saying your partner, your best alternative to a negotiable agreement. You know your partner. But even before that, saying you know your partner, you know what to expect from the other party. It's one of two things. Either they are going to make the negotiation easy. Brentford are either going to make it easy. Come, they say they want 70. We tell them we'll have a total of this. They say, okay, no, increase by this. Okay, give us that. It's okay. You can expect such a person to negotiate with. If you expect, that's the easy. That's what certainly everyone is hoping for. But you can also expect someone who is going to try and play the long game. So you must be prepared. How are you going to respond should they play the long game? Now, if you see from their first response to your first offer or bid, you can tell that this person has chosen the long game. When you sense that, already you've prepared. As Man United, you know you don't have the luxury to go back and forth because the long game is going to cost you. It's going to waste your time. You don't have that luxury to play ping pong until Brentford wait to the end of the September. Because Brentford can play like this until September. Because the window, they will still be in their right. Now, you're not going to play that ping pong because you don't have the luxury of time. You have a pre-season starting on the what was it this week? What was the date? Was it 7th or something? It's starting on the 7th. What do? Say, okay, I'm not going to waste my time because I don't have the time anyway. So what am I going to do? If they play the long game, have a strategy. I'm going to have a counter bid to scare them. Other clubs do it to scare them. If they say they want so much and I'm going to threaten them that I'm going to place a bid for a Berechi Eze. Man United I'm playing a bid for Eze. Either you counter. Now you're countering the long game to cut it short, to force them to panic so that they cut the time short. Now that's what I would expect United to at least have tried to do in this situation. Not the other option would be is let me play along. I will wait until at the end of the day you shall accept me. This is what I'm giving you. We shall play. You play your long games, I'll wait for you. It's okay, I'll play along. United seems to have chosen that option. But they do not have the luxury of the time. The pre-season has begun. Mbeumo is not there. So, United should have known. So right now they are going to try and say, like what Ben Jacob said, that United are also will not put in another bid significantly higher than that. They know what they are doing. So they are playing along. So you know what they are doing and you've chosen to play along. Is that the smart thing to do? At the expense of the manager who is working, trying to build something, but he does not have his players. He does not have the players he needs. He's starting. This is now the work. The jury now is people are now all eyes are on Amorim. What is he doing? You haven't brought his first most important players. You're playing along to Brentford. Are you insane? I'm sorry to ask. But that begs the question. Do you know what you're doing? Do you understand negotiations? Do you work on timelines? Do you know that the reality also affects how the timelines of the negotiation? The reality is you're negotiating to have a player to help your team do better. Meaning the earlier the preseason has started. Meaning the earlier you seal that negotiation, the better. Make a decision. At least threaten and see if not have plan B and move because the time is not your luxury. What are these people doing? It's insane. It's insane. So that's the bad news for me. That's the bad news. Now the ugly news, and I'll end it with that. Come, learn how to earn online. That's one. Very important. It's not ugly, is it? It's a beautiful thing. I want to give good, bad, and no. Let's smile a bit. I don't want to be all so serious all throughout the video. But the ugly news is The president of Napoli has attacked Man United, and in stating why, he said, this is what he said, that Napoli, his name is Aurelio De Laurentiis. He's the president of Napoli. And we know that Napoli before has been interested in Garnacho, but somehow they were all over. At a point, they were interested in every player United has had. Now, this guy comes to confirm that Napoli have indeed reignited their interest in Garnacho. They still want him. And because he has got the pace, he's naturally a wide player, all that. But he said that's not the reason they want him. This is what he said, and this is the ugly bit of the news. That the reason they want Garnacho is not because of all those good things he has. It's because it's United. And Garnacho, if he was that good at United, put him out of United, he will be 2 times the player. And he said there is something about United, he cannot explain what, but it's just wrong. Something is not right. This is the president of one of the most, probably the best run clubs, you would say, right now in Europe. It's one of the best run. That's why it's performing. Napoli. The Italian league is difficult to come for your Napoli, and you break the duopoly of AC Milan and Juventus. It takes a lot. That guy, why do you think these players are going there? It's a well-run club. Why do you think Scott McTominay, KFDB, why are they going to Napoli? It's a good project. So the president of the well-run club is rubbing it in and telling you there is something wrong about that club. This man, meanwhile, has definitely had conversations with Scott McTominay. He has had conversations with all players now, Man City, from a Man City perspective, with Kevin De Bruyne, and name them. Now, if you hear that after me telling you just I'm not a president of a football club. I've just broken you down the incompetence, exposed to you the incompetence of the people who run the things. Why we say the football is affected by the people who run. It is not Amorim who is negotiating for these players. It's not Amorim negotiating with Brentford. But the people who are negotiating with Brentford are clearly failing Ruben Amorim. Now, if Amorim fails to beat Arsenal on the 17th of May, if Man United is beaten, whatever, badly, certainly the easy person to blame is Amorim, because what are they doing? Where is the coach? But have you thought about how the late arrival of Mbeumo, an important player in his rebuild, has costed him preparing this team to compete with Arsenal that already signed Zubimendi years ago, that has confirmed Nugard, whatever, Christian Nugard, that is advanced with Gyökeres. Arsenal that has already got a backup goalkeeper. Man City, who have their players tested at the Club World Cup. Chelsea, who is in the Club World Cup final, led there by new signing Joao Pedro, and their other player, Dilap, has already scored in the same tournament. Guys, don't these people see it? Is the guy wrong to say that something is wrong with that club? God, so painful.